crazies out of the government. We need our Congress for everyone's benefit. The 1%, they just take what they like. We've got to show up and vote for our rights. So vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't be late. Vote, don't procrastinate. It's our country, our democracy. We can't afford mediocrity. If we do nothing, our hope floats away. Get up off of that thing when it's voting day and vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't hesitate. Vote, don't procrastinate.
Woo! How y'all doing, baby? It's Thursday. Yes, I'm freaking late. Way late, like 2 hours late. I'm sorry, we had an appointment in town today. Ran late. Of course it did. And had a hard time getting home in time to shove a piece of chicken in my mouth and then run in here. So I'm almost out of breath just getting here. Anyway, baby, it is Thursday. I'm glad y'all are here. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. And Dwayne Dwizzle was the first one to jump in there. Where's my mousey thing? And followed by Joy Peters and Angela Pietro. I hope I said that right. Thank you for being here, darling. Renee Harris, Pepsi Max is here. Terry Blessing, thank you for being here. Robert Bork, Lorianne Rosenberg, Stephanie Dean, and Jay is his last day. I guess he's got to leave tomorrow. Damn, Jay. That was a short visit, buddy. Hope you get to stay longer last time. Stephanie misses your ass when you're, I don't know why. You know, romantic devil that he is. Anyway, Pepsi Max is with us. Where did I lead up? Oh, down here. Stephanie Dean. Shoot, Michael James is with us. Angela, I already said that. Judy, I'm sorry, baby. I'm so far behind. I did see in the chat go by that it is Sarge Tech's birthday. So happy birthday, Sarge Tech. 61 years old. Man, cranking it out there, buddy. Keep going. I'm blazing a trail for you. Anyway, we want to welcome everybody to the show. Woo! It has been a day. I have not been able to get my head into the news today because of personal issues going on all day, but I did see the news that the continuing episode of Donnie's Out to Destroy America, that kind of shit. I saw the video, the clip of him when he visited Justice Ginsburg at the Supreme Court today, and of chants of vote him out and booing when he showed up, which is the people's. That's the people's voice. That's the people's emotion speaking there. They hated to even see him come up to her casket. He could give a shit less about her or the rest of us. So, a solemn occasion, disturbed by a pig. Nobody wants his ass at their funeral. I don't know why he showed up here, but he did. But then I also seen the clip where he said he's not sure he's going to accept the election here. Even outright said that once they get rid of the ballots, it won't be a transition. It will be a continuation. Boy, howdy shit. Ain't nothing like the Republicans and him coming out just blatantly telling you, yeah, we're going to screw you over this time, baby. We're going to go balls to the wall and cheat every which way we can, legally, illegally, it doesn't matter. They're going to contest this election. This election is not going to be easy. It's not going to be a peaceful transition of power, although all the Republicans, when they asked him, oh, well, he didn't really mean that. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He meant every damn word of it. And him and his little minions and his administration and his attorney general and everybody else involved with that prick is going to try to make it so. Going to try to make it a contested election. Not in over 100 years. Way back over 100 years have we ever had a contested election. I knew earlier what year it was, but now I can't. Anyway, Miss T, I'm glad to see you there. I'd love seeing everybody there. Anyway, yes, it is going to be an uneasy time for America in the coming months, but we got to prepare for it, baby. We have to. That's going to be our duty. With the help of Blue Dots around the world, including Aussie Dave. Aussie, how are you, buddy?
Fantastic, mate. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
Travis, how are you, mate? The world is shaking.
The world is
John,
shaking, brother.
It's
a nervous time for everybody.
Just want to say quickly, if the United States of America wasn't America, America would invade the United States to protect the United States from itself.
Yes.
So America makes sure, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yes.
This is a fucked up man in a fucked up situation, and he's fucked up your country.
Yes.
And I hope, as a world, we can help you get it back again.
We appreciate it. We appreciate any help we can get at this point. It's going to get bad. It's going to get desperate. I just have so many fears inside of my head about which way this can go, because none of them seem to end up in a nice place. He will do anything he can. I've said it before. He'd just as soon burn this country to the ground if he can't have it. He's that kind of little prick.
I don't think he's going anywhere, John. I think he plans on staying. Bill Jones and I were talking in the Blue Room, and Bill suggested that, hey, he can't do that because they'll come and drag his ass out of there. Well, they may try and do that. I'm concerned, and we'll talk about it later, I'm sure, that he's going to activate his lunatics.
That is a big concern. That is a big concern, because our country is in enough turmoil right now. Let's go ahead and let TW jump in here. TW, how you doing, brother?
Hey,
look at her strumming a guitar. Mark there to back you up, brother.
Actually, Mark ate his dinner and went to bed.
I don't blame him.
I don't know where he went.
I don't blame him. I'm telling you, I had a long day.
Had a bad day, so.
I stopped and picked up chicken on the way home. Between the chicken place and home, I got Mama to hold the phone over there so I could do a little short video on Facebook at least to let everybody know I was being late. But then dashed home and.
Hey, life happens.
Life gets in the way of all the shit I want to do.
It does.
That's what the problem
Life
is.
happens.
It's a bunch of shit you got to do this, do that. Hell, I thought I was retired. Anybody who's thinking they're going to retire and not have anything to do, kiss my ass.
They work too much. I have a friend like that.
You're never going to have
I
a day
retired.
of rest.
He said, I retired 10 years ago. He
Yep.
said, I still work my ass off.
Yep, every fucking day.
More than.
You're just not getting paid for it. That's all. That's it.
Yep.
You're not getting paid for it. Anyway, what are we going to do? What are we going to do, baby?
I think you're going to have to be in the streets.
I really liked their chant today.
I enjoy. I did. I
was talking to Velda during the show, or during it, and she goes, "Oh, I can't believe they're actually saying it." And I said, "Yeah." And the bad thing about it is they're not showing the entire crowd.
Nobody wants to interrupt a somber occasion like that. So why did he come? To show his respects. I don't buy that. He just came for a photo op. That's all it was.
Was he invited?
I don't know.
I know it was at the White House. But fuck, every funeral that's happened of any fantastic person in America in the last 4 years, he ain't been invited. They don't want him there. I bet you she was in her coffin. I bet she was laying in her coffin with her middle finger stuck
Probably
up.
so. You know what I was expecting to hear when they started chanting, "Vote him out." I thought they were going to start chanting, "I dissent," which I think would have been a appropriate response to him standing there. I dissent. Yep. Get out of here. I dissent.
All I know is I was telling Bella about the the perch that she's sitting on. They have her the casket on.
Right.
I said that is actually the same exact perch that Lincoln used when they when his, and she goes, why? And I said, because it's built to the hilt. That thing's over 200 some odd years, almost 100 some odd years old, and it's in very good condition.
Well,
did you know
better shape in our country right now? Go ahead.
What's got me angry what's got me angry is he stood. I watched Trump stand in front of the lectern in the White House with the White House and the presidential seal and all that crap, and all of the glitz and glamour goes to the White House.
Right.
He's standing there and he's saying Democrats have done this, they've set this up, and they're cheating here. He's using the fucking White House and all its friggin' props to set up the Republicans and use it as a rally. It's fucked.
He does it all the time. He uses our house as a backdrop for everything nowadays.
Yeah, because he does.
He has no respect for the office.
No hatch.
He has no respect for the office. He has no respect for this country. He has no respect for those that have served, those that are career civil servants who have given their whole life careers for our government to help us.
The simple-minded people, though, go, oh, that's the president standing on the president lawns and he's saying this. It must be true.
Yeah,
naughty.
Nothing that man says is true. Anything we've learned over 4 years of this shit, nothing coming out of that man is anything near the truth.
I'd love to see him hooked up to a lie detector while he's saying this, and
I'd
the
like to see him hooked up to a lie detector that's connected to a set
that thing
of
probably
wires
is
that go
going
to his
red
balls.
so much time. Go
ahead, lie.
It'll break the damn bulb.
Please lie.
Yeah, please lie. Randy Peterson, hold on, buddy. Wait a minute. Let me work it out here. Woo, pig. Hey, Randy.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. We got a game. Georgia.
You do?
That are happy to in favor. How's it doing tonight?
Oh, we're doing fine, brother. How are you?
Good, man. Laid a little bit of a drain pipe today in northwest Arkansas, a little bit west of Fayetteville, and pretty close to the university. So I'm doing good. But
cool.
Hey, I was thinking today, with all the stuff that went on with him getting food and everything at this ceremony and hiding behind the pillar and doing all this kind of crap. Right. Kid that used to live on your street, in a suburb of California where I grew up, that would come down and kick your trash cans over, chalk in your driveway, maybe throw an egg on your car, and nobody did shit. They just said he's okay. They never said shit. One day he gets nailed. And when he gets nailed, dad and the mom say, hey, it's just the way he is. And then what you do is just grab the mom and the dad and go, well, you're coming along too. This guy is out of control. He's out of control. And
to a severe degree. It makes you just it keeps making me feel like, where are these patriots? Where are the patriots of our nation? We already know they're not in the Republican Party now.
No.
No. I just think that we need to put a whole lot more emphasis on these reporters, man. The First Amendment provides for a free press. And that is a balance in our society to keep our government truthful. And
Walter Cronkite a perfect example of the truth.
Yes.
A very example of the truth. And you're my age, a couple years older.
Yeah,
I
who's
remember
counting?
watching. I know I can count. And I remember you were in Subic Bay 2 years before me, crossing the bridge. So,
Yep.
so anyway, what I'm saying is, I remember adults crying in the street when Kennedy was shot.
Oh, brother.
I remember my parents crying, and people in my neighborhood when people used to actually mingle outside their house.
Walk to Cronkite.
Wait for the ice cream right? In Southern California, 10 miles from Disneyland. I mean, that's where I grew up, in a nice neighborhood. And we would ride our bikes. We'd stay outside. The people would say, "Hi, I'm your neighbor." They don't do that no more.
Right.
And so I remember seeing John salute his dad.
Yes.
And that stuck with me. I remember Martin Luther King in the 60s.
Brother, these are memories that I seared
Yeah,
into
and-
my head.
What the fuck has happened, man? What has gone wrong? It's a Republican Party for one, but the thing is, my point is, what's gone? It's not. Let's take politics out of it. Let's go to society. What has gone wrong with the children, the adults, the parents, the grandparents over the last 50 years that we've actually seen this happen?
Yeah.
In our own.
Quite
What do you think?
Quite a change.
Your opinion? John, what is your opinion of growing up and being told what to do and saying yes, ma'am, and yes, sir? What has changed?
Brother, I was raised.
Everything.
I was raised in a military family. I was born on a Navy ship, and the Navy is in my blood. We were raised to tell the truth. Yes, sir. No, sir. Be polite.
But
Respect your elders. All that kind of stuff. Things changed, when we started getting a little older in the 60s and going into the 70s. Days of revolution all over the country. All of us remember that of a certain age. It changed us forever. I think that was a big part of our American history. American history. Hold that thought. Okay, American history. Let me catch up here before I get behind. Diana Mallory, bequeather of the gong, donated $5 through Super Chat and said, "Come on, Blue Dots, get your chant on. Vote him out. Vote him out. Vote him out." Outstanding, Diana Mallory. And Ben Stroud donated $2 and said, "Vote him out and lock him up. Fuck Trump." Thank you, Ben. And Ruben Michaels donated $10 through Super Chat and said, "He lies for a living." That is true. That is true. Thank you, Ruben. Through American history, when I look back in my lifetime, I remember, I don't know, call it an age of truth. It's that moment in time when you realize things aren't what you've always thought they were. A lot of that happened to us back in the late 60s, early 70s. Vietnam was going on. Huh? What was that?
Kent State.
Kent State.
Was a perfect. Was a big.
I remind people before Star Wars came around. May the 4th wasn't about May the 4th be with you. The May the 4th was the date of Kent State.
Kent State.
When college students were shot and killed in protests on American soil. We cannot. We can't go back to those days.
Another
we
time
can't
of that.
have this time.
No.
We're on that. I almost feel like we're on the brink of that, though, right now. With the country in turmoil. Look at just last night, in Louisville, with no decision, basically in the Breonna Taylor case, meaning that Breonna Taylor gets shot, a cop gets shot in the leg, and nobody gets charged with shit. Yeah, we're just going to call it a push. No, it's not a push. There's 30 some odd bullets. 10 went into the goddamn neighbor's house. There is something wrong. And the first thing you have to do is admit that there is a problem before we can fix the damn thing.
There's something wrong when Breonna Taylor's neighbor's walls got more justice than Breonna Taylor did. That's the problem.
That's
Yes,
the problem.
there you go, Travis.
It all started from the point when Donnie said, "Don't protect the hedge when you put them in the car. Let it bash against the roof of the police car." That was the starting point for the police to say, hey, we have got a president that's going to let us go nuts.
Boy, hell
And
shit.
that's where it all started. That's 4 years ago. Don't be so gentle.
Yeah, it's
Bang his head
this,
in the door.
well, I'm here lately. I'm carrying everything not back just 4 years, but 12 years of this bullshit with the fucking Republicans. 12 years of listening. The first thing Mitch McConnell came out and said, we're going to hold Obama to a first term, to a one-term president. Right out of the gate. The hate started. The obstruction started. All 8 years of Obama was tormented by freaking Republicans trying to make him look bad because they didn't want the first black American to be a successful president. Well, tough shit, assholes. Y'all screwed up big time. He was one of the best I might say, the best in my lifetime.
Here.
I wish that man was back in there for another 15, 20 years. Or his wife. Instead of the bozo we got now. But 8 years of the hatred of having a black man in office, it gave birth to the Tea Party. Remember all the signs they had, the witch doctor signs and all that shit, when Obama was just trying to give them health care? Are you shitting me? He's trying to give you health care and you demonize him? But it wasn't that.
Trump got a real witch
It
doctor.
was
Trump got a real one.
that he was black, and Trump came along and capitalized on that. If it's one thing Trump could do is just throw gasoline on fire, baby. He'll come in there and really muck shit up. Came in there with his freaking birther movement shit, which fed into the Tea Party, which rose up and gave all them good red-blooded Americans the right to vote for a con man, racist coward.
Yep.
You know what another
Pisses me
billionaire
off.
said the other day on TV? A billionaire said this, and I don't know his name because there's so many billionaires now, because Donny's made a lot more people billionaires that weren't
Fuck.
billionaires. But this billionaire said, Donald Trump, right? The guy says, I'm a billionaire, but Donald Trump is an idiot that lives on credit.
That's what he is. That's how come he's not going to show you his tax returns. It's going to show he doesn't own shit. Russia owns his ass. Saudi Arabia
doesn't
owns
own
his
it.
ass. Somebody in Ukraine or somebody in Turkey owns his ass. That's who
John,
owns him.
Who was the Speaker of the House? I forget his name. It's off the top of my head. That was against Obama from the beginning.
Boehner.
Yeah,
Boehner.
yeah. That guy.
Oh.
That guy had Obama in his sights when a 6x9 Weaver across the
Oh,
cornfield.
yes, Boehner. Crying Boehner. John
Boehner,
Boehner.
yeah.
John Boehner. Yep.
Boehner, and everyone forgot
Who
about
now
him.
sells pot, by the way. I'll just let you know that. Fucking Republican, all his freaking, oh, it's evil shit. Can I make money? Oh, count me in. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Selling
That
pot.
John Boehner was one of the most vocal shooting down Obama as anybody.
Followed by Ryan.
And it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's how come
Ryan?
this
You
hasn't
don't hear
just been
from him
4 years.
anymore?
This is 8 years of this shit. I mean, 12 years of this shit. 12 years of this bullshit. And I see these signs, 2020, no more bullshit. Are you shitting me? I'm tired of the bullshit. Anyway, let me catch up here. Sarge Tech, happy birthday, my brother. Donated $5. This breaks my heart to read this. He says over 207,000 Americans will not get the chance to vote in 2020. My brother and my brother-in-law are two of them. Vote him out. He has done enough damage. Amen, brother. Amen. And I'm sorry to hear about your loss. I'm sorry to hear that.
They won't see Chris either.
No, it's not going to, the
But he will
numbers
still
keep
hold his
rising.
rallies.
Yes.
He will still hold his rallies and bring people in to try and kill each other. He loves them. He loves his
super
dirty
spreader
people.
events, baby.
What do you call them?
doesn't
What do you
give a
call them?
shit.
He doesn't have to shake their hands. Those dirty people doesn't have to shake their hands. What's it? I mean, the guy's bagging his own supporters, and they still love
He's
it.
got no respect for anybody, not much less the people that are voting for him. He thinks they're a bunch of suckers, a bunch of chumps. A sucker born every minute, that's them. Con them into anything. I guarantee you, all his supporters would have lined up to enter into Trump University. Philip Alvarado donated $5 through Super Chat. Philip, Thank you very much, brother. We appreciate it. Yeah, all these idiots would have signed up for Trump University. Probably booked tickets on Trump Airlines and, got them a fine Trump steak and some Trump wine and Jesus.
Trump University. We'll fuck you over and you'll like
we'll steal the money out of your wallet. You won't even know about it. But we'll do it with you smiling. Go pricks. Yeah, that's.
You ready for this one?
What?
I don't know if you get this. I don't know if you've got this in American news, but this is one thing that I was talking to this American couple about. That Trump's secretly trying to bring in a new policy. It's called the No Accountability Policy. It's whereas rich companies can approach Trump or certain people within Trump's party to say we need money. Now that company can get the money from the government, but there's no stipulations. The only thing is they get the money. They do not have to be a taxpayer of America. So if they're sending their money off to Cayman
similar to what's
Islands,
already going on.
it doesn't matter. So the no accountability law means that they do not have to tell the government where the money's going, what they're using it for, and they don't have to give it back.
None of your business.
Yeah, it seems
Proprietary
like he's trying to do
information.
that.
If they give you that information, then you'll know what they're doing and how they make money, and we can't let you know that because somebody else will steal the idea and go make money too. That's the idea that they're trying to push there. Is that we can't tell you, that $500 billion that disappeared and it hasn't been accounted for. It supposedly went to corporations, but because of proprietary information, they can't tell you who it is.
None of your business. None of your business.
None of your
Ozzy
business.
Dave just sprang up a good point. That's Trump basically doing what he's been doing, fucking over everybody, getting what he can get, and get the fuck out.
It's his
He's
way
a
of life.
rapist.
It's his
He's a
way of
rapist.
life. Even before he became president. It's always the way. Every business that ever worked for him had to go sue him in court to get their money. He's been a dick. It's been proven over and over and over. He's been sued.
Yeah, and you'd think he'd learn from his mistakes. Nope, he keeps fucking up.
Besides that, you got all sorts of videotape of his ass being a fool on TV for freaking years. Years and years
Why
and years.
isn't the fact that
He's
he
always
paid
been
off
a
a 13?
blowhard, look at me, I'm the grandest thing in the world. I think my daughter's hot. There's all sorts of shit that has come out of his mouth for years and years and years. And these idiots, I love that shirt. It's not that he's a corrupt, illicit douchebag. We all know that. It's that his supporters don't care. Hi, y'all. By the way, I was late today. Y'all see me when I come on down the street, so y'all know what time I'm going to go off anyway. So. Say hello to anybody that might be listening down my street.
People don't remember that this man paid off a 13-year-old girl 16 days before the election. She had him on rape charges. He had to go to court. They settled out of court. Because it was a multi-million-dollar check. She was fucking 13. He raped her, and nothing's been said about it.
Allegedly, they say.
Yeah.
I swear, Elaine Maxwell, or Ghislaine Maxwell, whatever her name is, she knows a lot of shit. Donnie used to go out there with them a lot. He hung around with Epstein all the time.
He was right in on
there's
it.
some shit there. Shit. We can talk about his immoral behavior. His immorality is on display every day. It was on display when he sat up at the podium yesterday and said, I don't know if I'm going to have a peaceful transition. No, he's not going to have a peaceful transition. He's going to whine his ass off and demand that he be the winner. Doesn't matter what we say, what we vote. He will deem himself the winner, and that's all there is to it. Y'all can't say shit about it because he's the president. That's what he thinks.
Can I get a minute to talk to Ozzy Dave real quick?
Sure.
Hey, Ozzy Dave, I've been to Australia. I've been to Perth, and that's about the only place I've been. But anyway, I love the country, love the women. I got a question for you. If you're sitting there, if Dave's sitting there in Australia and putting all his input over here, and I have been to Perth, I love Australia.
Everybody loves Australia.
Everybody loves Australia, okay. But the bottom line is somebody so concerned with our politics across the Pacific Ocean, that ought to give you a clue that Dave knows enough to realize what's wrong from across the atolls. And Trump supporters can't realize it in fucking Phoenix.
Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it? It is really funny. And my answer to that is, sorry, John, my simple answer to that is, some people are concerned about what's happening to the world and some people aren't. And some people walk around with their eyes open and some people walk around with their eyes closed. And that's basically it. And
25% with their head up their ass.
And one third of the people, as John says, would watch the other third beat up the other third while, you know what I mean? And it's the same worldwide.
That's what we cannot do. We cannot be that society. We cannot let one third kill another third while the other third watches. That's not us. We're better than that shit. That third needs to have their ass kicked off, put back under a freaking rock. You know, I'm sometimes, let me catch up here real quick before we get carried away because Travis is gone. Mistress Sosa, oh, you're going to mess me up on this one. Mistress Sosa girl has subscribed to our channel and donated $5. She gets 2 gongs. Thank you very much, Mistress. I'll just leave it right there because my tongue doesn't want to work like that. Teresa Dickham donated $5. The artist of our Resolute Eagle donated $5 and said I was a kid wait a minute, I gotta lean in here. I was a kid, but they used to have on the TV and the brutality of what was going on in the Vietnam War, the black people getting hosed, the DNC beatings. We remember it all, Teresa. Our history, our lifetime, just our lifetime's history has not been that good. It's not been that peaceful. We have had ever since Vietnam. We had a lull, and but hell, we had to find wars to fight. So we've always been in shit for just about all our life, and here we are again. But Teresa, thank you very much. And Maria Betancourt donated $10 through Super Chat and said, "Yes, we need to vote, but Trump said he will not transfer the power if he loses. So what is the strategy to remove him? This cannot become Cuba. Fight back." Exactly, baby.
Cummings diesel and a rope.
Where I think it was, somebody said a minute ago, we're gonna have to be in the street. We may have to. Yeah. We may have to be in the street in mass. Everybody.
I say tie a rope to his leg and pull him out with a truck.
This, there are so many when you howdy shit. When you go dig into this shit and learn about the Electoral College. The Electoral College will meet sometime in December. I think it's 8th is in my head, but it might be something else. And that's when everything is solidified. One time we had a contested election 2 days before the fucking inauguration. They still didn't know who the fucking winner was. So we have been here before.
Hey, John.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll get in before I go. Okay, since we're talking about history and we grew up with Kennedy getting assassinated, and I drove down Delaney Square with my grandpa from Fort Worth, where my mom was raised outside Fort Worth, and I drove down a year later, and my grandpa took me down the same road in Delaney Square, and we started the route that Kennedy went through. And I'm sitting in the back of a 50 Chevy Bel Air, and I owned a BB gun, so I could shoot shit.
Yeah.
And we rode by at 30 miles an hour, and he goes, "Randy," my grandpa said, "Randy, look up at that 30-story window in that building right there, and right about here, grassy knoll fence where he got shot." And I'm 8 years, 8 years. The Beatles just came out, and I go, I couldn't hit anything moving in his car with a BB gun from that window. Well, and I owned a shotgun in. I didn't own a 30-06, but I knew at 8 years old, if I was in that window and there's a bird flying by my yard in Southern California, I couldn't hit it. There's no way. So
got to be a pretty damn good shot to hit twice, 3 times, really.
Yeah.
Really good. And then Jack Ruby, and then Dead Men Tell No Tales. So they cover up everything. It's always going to cover
it all up.
Randy, I am sure there are dastardly deeds that we will never hear about for another 100 years. There are shit. So much in our history. Kennedy assassination will always be a conspiracy nest because it's always going to have that doubt
Oh, you know,
of the
9/11,
magic
9/11.
bullet theory, the way the bullet moved.
You know, I saw one on just a while ago that basically they think one of the Secret Service
That's right.
accidentally
Ted
shot
Cruz's
him.
dad did it. That's just Coggins just reminded us. It was Ted Cruz's dad.
It was Joe Biden. Trump will blame Joe Biden.
Oh, I'll tell you what, though. No, getting back to the lifetime that we have lived and seen change in, all that turmoil that we saw back in the 60s and 70s did produce change for the better. It brought civil rights. It brought voting rights. It brought environmental protection agency into play. There were so many things that did do well. And then somewhere in our own generation, now you have to think about it, we are the people that did this. There was a whole lot of us that went in the 80s.
Then was Tricky Dicky.
Well, 80s came along, Reagan came in, Wolf of Wall Street, baby, greed is good. Let's give to the rich, fuck the poor, and trickle down to them somewhere. That was the name of the game, baby. Let's make money. And that's what changed America so drastically, was that idea. Fuck you. I'm going to make all the money. I got your mortgage? Hey, I'm going to evict your ass. I'm going to foreclose on your ass. That's what Mnuchin did. He made boatloads of freaking money kicking people out of their homes. It was that kind of history that we have to look at in our society as we said, well, how did we get here?
It wasn't
We
people
brought
getting
us here.
killed. It was people getting rich.
It was
losing their life. People making money, period. That's what it was. And it's sad. It's sad.
It is.
A judge said last week in court, I loved it, and it was one of the judges that was appointed by the Republicans.
Yeah.
He said in the judgment that Mr. Barr cannot be believed.
Oh, really?
Mitch.
Mr. Barr
Mr. Barr
cannot be believed.
No.
Bill
Barr. That is what is so scary about it. It's not just Trump. It's not just Donnie the Dick. He's got Barr. He's got Pompeo. He's got Mnuchin. He's got a whole freaking cabinet of loyalty. Mama really wants to see that movie, The Comey Rule.
Most of the time when
I've seen the trailer for it.
Most of the time when the president was doing wrong, you had the AG sitting there going, no.
The AG is supposed, in my opinion, the AG was supposed to be, and from the world's opinion, that an independent, no political ties.
That's what it's supposed to be, but that ended. That ended, baby. That ended when he put in his application with Donnie, and said, "I'll take you all the way, baby." And he is.
How far can I kiss your ass?
Oh, Jesus!
I'll be your Borman. He's like Borman was for Hitler.
Yes, he'll be the hitman. He'll make sure everything gets done. He'll put the legalese on it. He'll declare something to be within constitutional law, and he don't know shit. It gets over. It does, because when we throw in everything we are, this bar is exactly it. There is so much to fix in our country because of everything that we're talking about right now. Look at everything that we're talking about and what it encompasses. It's not only our health care. It's not only a woman's right to choose. It's every freaking thing in our life now. It's our society itself.
When I was a kid, and that was back in the 70s, you didn't worry about, you went to school, you didn't worry about somebody walking in with an AR-15 and, mowing you down.
No.
You didn't have to worry about going to the movie theater and mowing you down.
But now you do.
I feel sorry for kids
now.
Now
we have to worry about
it's
that.
Like, Jesus.
Because black children did not have to worry about being beaten up when Kennedy come along and made things good. Now black children are in trouble again. It's Trump, thanks to Trump. He's taking what you're saying, Travis. He's taking the country back to the 40s.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. He's taking it back.
He's trying to. He gets his playbook right out of Mein Kampf, I swear. Stephen Miller's in there just giggling like a little rat. Are you shitting me? The disgrace is one thing, but what I see is an attempt to take over this country in a Putin-like.
What? He's already taken it over.
He's trying. No, he hasn't. Not yet, baby. This is our moment
yeah.
to shine.
Why
This
do
is
you-
our
Yeah,
moment to
from
say
over
that
here-
this will not stand. You
Well, from
know,
over here, it looks like he's running everything.
it does.
Looks like he's.
It does, because he's
Yeah.
in the freaking news every day saying some bullshit, ridiculous crap that we have to scramble to figure out how to. What do you mean? No, not going to agree to a peaceful transfer? Oh, that's outrageous. You can't say it. Fuck, he doesn't give a shit what's outrageous. He's going to keep saying everything fuck hard on when they hear him talk like that. Yeah, they don't understand. That's dictatorship, you assholes. That's selling your
Yep.
country out. We might as well call your ass comrade, because you're willing to suck right up to Putin right next to Donnie. Oh, Putin's good. There ain't nothing wrong with him. He ain't done nothing. They shit
You're
your
kissing
ass.
Kim Jong Un's ass.
They're happy with that. You heard that lady a long time ago. Oh, if we're going to have a dictator, I want it to be Trump. Yes, they would sell this country out. Yes, they would let a dictator in.
Yes.
They would throw the Constitution out the freaking window while they hold the flag
sorry,
and
I
swear
grew
up
up,
and
I
down.
don't
We
want a
support the
dictator
troops,
in
and oh, by the
office.
way, I'm a Christian. Kiss my ass. Jennifer Perez has subscribed to our channel. Jennifer, thank you very much, baby. Every
welcome.
number counts, baby. Every number counts. What were you going to say, Tita B?
No,
Huh?
I just was saying.
What?
I said that
What?
it just sucks the way everything happens, because the way he's got to be. He's got to suck up to every one of these.
That's all he
I don't
sucks
know
up
how
to.
say it. Arrowcats. He sucks up to them, and people are seeing this now.
We
They're
all
like,
see it. We all see it.
This is ridiculous. This is not, they had a guy on one night. I was watching it on YouTube, and he was an English
Love
guy
you
talking
back,
from
Jennifer.
England. He goes, I'm sorry, but he said, we had a queen that basically came out and said, well, guess what? You're all fucked. I own everything. They cut off her damn head.
Saint Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Yes.
You see that Sturgis Motorcycle Festival has now created 260,000 infections?
Bunch of libtards. Don't worry about it. That's who they killed. They didn't kill themselves. They killed a bunch of libtards. Yes.
And the CDC numbers, how do you know they're real? Because Trump's told them not to tell you the truth.
Everything. Everything from the CDC numbers. We're over 207,000 dead. Are you shitting me?
More like 300,
And
maybe.
we can't get an honest answer out of any of them, because all of them have to suck up to Trump. We should just get the freaking information. I don't think so. I don't trust that man as far as I can spit.
I did like how Fauci went off on Rand Paul.
Oh, I
was
love
good.
that. I loved it.
Yeah,
Fauci,
that was
Fauci
good.
slapped the
That
shit
was
out of Rand
awesome.
Paul and made Rand Paul look
Yeah.
like a idiot. Look like an
he-
idiot.
Yep. Oh,
He's an
Sorry, ladies, but
optometrist. He puts doctor in front of his
Rand
name.
Paul-
If you need freaking glasses, go see Dr. Rand
Yeah.
Paul.
He-
Trying to
he's a
come up
tampon.
against Fauci? Oh, no. He slapped the shit out of you. He slapped you like you didn't know what you was talking about, and you
you
didn't.
look like a whip. You look like a whip puppy. When
They
you
told
did
him
that,
if you
yep.
think 22% rate infection rate in New York is herd immunity, you're the only one who thinks that. Nobody else thinks that, Rand
Nobody
Paul.
else.
But Rand Paul, along with I could make you a fucking list: Lindsey Graham, Rand Paul, John Cornyn, Ted Cruz. Every freaking one of them have rolled over to kiss his ass, when before they used to stand on their values and their traditions and our morals.
Yeah.
And oh shit, he won. Oh well, fuck all that shit. What do you want me to do, boss? Well, I lick your ass, because that's what it's become. And they have degraded themselves to the point to where it affects our freaking nation, all of us, because now we look at y'all like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You see the same shit we do. Are you getting a giggle out of this shit? Do you think it's funny that he's trying to destroy this country so you can get your little peck of heart and laugh your ass off?
Yeah, see, I don't
Screw
understand.
you.
That's the thing
This is
I-
my country.
That's the thing
I
don't
serve this
understand.
country.
That's the thing I
Fuckers.
don't understand. I don't understand how people can go and vote for him, because that's the thing is they're seeing him take this country down to shit, and they're still saying he's great, and it doesn't make sense. It's
They
like,
believe
are you
when he
guys
hugged the
on
flag, he meant it.
fucking crack?
They have got a lot of those
He's fighting
people
for
have got what's
America.
called
No, he's not. He's stealing your
emotional-
fucking blind. Go ahead, Dave. I'm
they've
sorry.
got emotional. They've got emotional investment in this. See, a lot of the Trump supporters, and I don't mean all doomsday preppers when I say this are bad people, but a lot of Trump supporters are the doomsday prepper type people that have got the ARs, have got the bunkers, have got all the generator shit and that, and would enjoy a good game of war. And
Yeah, because
will
they
get
couldn't
their
join the
rocks off.
army to begin with.
They're known as anarchists. Now, if they weren't anarchists, they'd be crooks or robbers or something else. But they have a different chemical makeup in their brain. They want that excitement. And if it means killing Americans for a bit of a buzz, they'll do it. But it's not a lot, guys. It might be 3 or 4% of really nut jobs are there, but they infect another 3 or 4%, another 3 or 4%, and that's how it rolls. Don't be
just saw-
concerned. I feel that, but there is a lot of support for Trump. It's maybe true numbers, 15%. If you come true, no one wants to go to civil war in America. No one wants to see America do that, and Americans don't want to see Americans do that. But this
No.
little bunch of, I've got my AR, I'm itching to use it, and I want to see if I can kill that guy from 15. They're out there. They are out there. They're fucking nut jobs. And unfortunately, you got 300 million in America. You got more there than we have in Australia with 30 million. And it's a bigger influence.
Yeah, I just seen a comment here by Randy Greer go by. Randy Greer. And he typed in and said, "It took years to make people this stupid. It took years to make people this stupid." I think that's pretty simple. He's right. This didn't happen
That's
overnight.
right. Yeah.
Like I said,
Trump's
that
giving
feeds into
stupid
that 12
people-
years I talk about. This is 12 years
Yeah,
of
he's
this
giving
bullshit.
them a voice.
Yes.
He's giving stupid
Fox
people a voice.
News, Bullshit Mountain. The most anti-American bullshit you can put on your freaking TV is Fox News. If you watch Fox News, you might as well just tune in, comrade, because you're plugged right into Putin's ass.
Bingo.
That's exactly what it is.
I'm not denying what you're saying, but I might have to do a slight disagree with you on that because I don't think it's necessarily Fox News, and here's my reason why.
Oh, it's
How long-
Brightbird. It's a
Well, no, hear me
Breitbart.
out. Hear me
Go
out
ahead,
here.
go ahead.
So, how long has Fox News has been around? Like,
Oh.
like for not. I'm not
Decade.
looking for like an accurate answer, but like, as long as you've been watching the news and stuff, how long have you been seeing like Fox News on television and whatnot, right? Like,
think
how
I-
long
a
do you
long
think?
time, but not.
News, yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch it, so
Okay, well, of course you don't watch it.
right.
So here's what I'm getting at.
Anti-American.
It's been on TV for decades, right?
I would
And,
say
um,
probably at least a decade.
Yeah,
more.
a few because.
Yeah.
Would you say
Well,
it was
that's
during
true.
the 90s?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
90s.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
In actual fact,
Okay.
I think
in
Yeah,
actual
who
fact,
gives a
the
shit when it was-
Australian,
when it was farted out somebody's
Our-
ass, but go ahead.
yeah,
our
so
sick
Casey
Australian
Hicks
bought
says about
Fox
20
88.
years. Cassie
Yeah.
Hicks says about
88.
20 years.
okay, so we got about 20 years of Fox News being on TV. So if it was brewing over the years of 20 years, that could make sense. But I think it's a little bit more in our face than we think. The way I look at it is, and I saw a meme go by on Twitter the other day that made the good point. Facebook, or everybody was missing MySpace. Everybody was missing MySpace, and one of the quotes was, "MySpace didn't try to turn our parents into fascists." And
No, I tried hard not
So-
to do that.
that's what I think. I think
point.
what it is the access of internet, right? The access of the internet for everybody. Everybody on their phone, you can make a Facebook account. It's easy for everybody to come up. I can't switch it, Dad.
Oh.
Jesus, you're distracting. I swear.
That's right.
This
I'm
is-
trying.
This is why
when you
he
talk,
calls-
it's my turn to play squirrel.
He calls me the squirrel, but it's like, I want you to communicate more often. It's like, I do, but God, you distract me so much.
It's my job.
Anyway, so, God, where was I? See,
Carry
this
on,
is the
Trevor.
yeah. See,
Carry
this
on,
this is
Trevor.
my problem is
Yeah.
that and
Happens to
you
me
can
all the time. Go ahead.
no,
Keep
you
on
can
going.
you can
do
ask
it.
anybody. Like my thought process can just easily go. Bill Joins says Fox News 1996. There we go. Thank you, Bill. So what I think it is that with everybody that's able to access the internet, be able to go and post their thoughts and just flood the internet with their opinions. And some people take advantage of that and make, let's say, Facebook groups or Facebook pages or Twitter pages or accounts or whatever, it doesn't matter, of specific ideals and pass it off as fact. There's not too many people out there who are fact checking, well, the news that they're reading. Anything they take for granted, everything they read as fact. They don't, because y'all come from an era where, like, you listen to Walter Cronkite or somebody, right?
Memes.
Memes. And you listen to Walter Cronkite, you listen to Tom Brokaw, and you trust them. Well, what's the difference with the internet? Surely I can trust them. The thing is, the internet is a fucking lawless zone. You can say whatever the fuck you want and not have to answer to anybody.
West.
And also,
It's
with
the
these
Wild
people that live in these communities or that these niche mindsets, let's say being racist, everybody's brought up more or less to know that racism is bad. And you feel like the minority because you're a fucking racist. You put them all on the internet, though, and more racists find more racist, they start to think, wait, maybe this isn't as rare as I thought. Maybe there's enough of us to make a difference. And you know what they do? They take action. They group, they organize, and they start making campaigns to prove their point or what they believe is their fight, right? So as it happens, the internet is the sole reason why we're here. Pizzagate, for example, fucking QAnon, that's what I meant, QAnon and all that other shit. It's conspiracy theories that people buy into, but there's another dirty side to it all. It's not just the conspiracy theories and the memes. It's the fact that on the internet, you're faceless. You can get into fights all you want with people. You can get into it.
Some people like to do that.
And some people love to provoke that. There's reasons why, we get trolls. That's why I say don't ever feed the trolls, because you're actually giving in to what they want. But now with that...
no accountability.
Yeah, exactly. So
no accountability.
Yeah, exactly. You can get away with, and it's horrible. But now with that being said, no one knows how to fucking communicate in person anymore. We see it in the Karen videos all the fucking time. It's like, I know there's always been this ignorance throughout life.
Oh, well, there always has, but it seems it's more prevalent now.
It's more prevalent, but it's just getting people so upset, and so that's why we're seeing a lot of action on both sides. But what I'm saying is, I don't think we can't just go Fox News, because I think there are far less people watching Fox News than there are on Facebook.
Oh, well, the Fox News, I use it as a whipping boy.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. It is. It's a big problem.
But it is. It's all over the internet. You know me. I don't. Believe it or not, I don't use social media that much. I don't. I could do Twitter a whole lot more. I just. It's still 140 characters or some shit.
No, it's 240 or something. But it doesn't matter. It's.
You hear the way I ramble on? Shit, that ain't.
There's ways around that.
It's gonna take you away. Take a minute to hear about.
I mean, look, the thing is with me,
Alex Jones, exactly that kind of shit.
I don't like social media at all because of how disgusting people have made it.
People can be extremely mean, extremely cruel.
Well,
We've had our fair share of it over the last 4 years of people trying to get at us.
Yeah, but the thing is, to me, I don't take that shit personal, because if I see a troll, I'm just thinking they're out there just trying to either stir the pot for fun, or they're a bot that has no, whatever. But the way I look at it is the amount of fake bullshit out there gets so cluttered, and trying to find the truth becomes so difficult. And when I watch mainstream media, it's talking heads for hours upon hours at a time, and it's like, I just want to know the story. Tell me the story. Yep. And the problem is
after you click this.
Yeah.
Travis, you've realized this. When you go into a Wikipedia site, if you go into a Wikipedia site, there's a little thing on the back, on the bottom that says, "Do you need to change anything on this Wikipedia thing?"
Yep.
And so then you don't know what's true. You're like, oh, Britney Spears had 10 babies. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but if you're smart and you want the facts, you'll go to the right places.
Yeah, you want to go to the right places.
You will check multiple sources.
Yep.
Yes.
And that's with
if you're
the
seriously interested in a story you heard, you would check it out. But that is not the case for most people.
and the bottom
They
line
just hear
is,
it, and that's it.
you know, that's why to me, I'll never forget just seeing on the internet the first few days of the George Floyd protest and stuff, seeing the police brutality firsthand by you know, if it wasn't for the internet bringing, you know, I go on a rant saying the internet is this very disgusting place, but it's also a place where the truth can be seen without anybody telling you to shut the fuck up. Because, you know, with the George Floyd protest, all the police brutality that has sparked all of this shit, that, or rather, not sparked it, but rather have amplified all of the cruelty that we're seeing nowadays. You know, that's also thanks to social media. So we're in this really shitty thing that we have this beautiful thing, or what could be a beautiful thing, the internet, social media, all that other shit,
And you have assholes that run in and screw it up.
for the rest of us.
Yeah. It always happens with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always some asshole comes along and kicks over the garbage can and, you know, wants to get...
Exactly.
And we
Exactly.
can't even have decent conversation anymore. We can't have debates anymore without, you know, someone being a dick. And that's why I've given up on debates. I don't debate anybody anymore. I don't like productive conversation anymore because to me it's something
You
that's been
can't
long
win.
lost.
That's why I wear
There's
my
no
t-shirts.
win, Travis, because
I can send my
all that
message
happens
without
is
saying
you
a
get
word.
frustrated, and this guy gets his rocks off, and you're feeding him his joy.
Yeah,
So
pretty
there's
much.
no win for anyone.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's not. It's
Yeah.
I've been there, and what I do now is I pretty much put a standard comment there, and if they come back with bad words and bad sayings to me, I just let it fly over my head. You know, it just doesn't. Words can't hurt me.
Yeah.
What can hurt me is Donald Trump. That's
Yeah.
what can hurt me.
If I were to talk
Um,
to someone about my political views, it's simple. It's just I believe in human rights. You know,
You got a
like,
good heart, Travis.
Yeah.
Don't be concerned about the dickheads out there
Yeah.
because
oh, I'm definitely not.
90%
No, he doesn't.
90% of the world are good people.
He doesn't
It's
keep dickheads in
10% are
his life.
fucking it up for the rest.
I do believe that. I do like to believe that there's more good in this earth than there
I
are
am
bad.
so-
No, there
I'll
is.
tell you
There
what,
is.
Yep.
I am
Yep.
so proud of Travis and Tyler's friends. Their group of friends are they don't even know it because they're not members of this family because they're not into this shit. They are the purest of blue dots, baby. I mean, they are. They're inclusive. They're accepting. They are everything. They're social with each. I am. I couldn't say enough, and I've always told Travis that same thing. I am so impressed with the group of friends that he has and how long they have stayed together.
I mean,
as a
look,
group.
the bottom line is I don't, you know, I wouldn't be able to fit in with what people probably have the stereotype of Texas is just I don't belong here. I don't do that shit. But
Travis don't wear a cowboy hat.
no, I don't. And I'm not hating on people who do. It's
Thank
just
you.
not it's just not me. And I'm not well, for one, I've never had a cowboy hat that fit. I have a big ass head. I rarely wear
Hey,
hats.
you ain't never been.
Did
to a
anybody
hat
ever
show.
notice
I'll
my
fix you
hair
up,
looks
buddy.
like shit all the time? It's because it won't comb, no matter what I do. So I would probably be wearing a hat if I could right now, but or not
Get a
or
crew
a
cut.
cowboy hat. I've thought about it, but I am starting to slowly lose my hair, so I'm gonna try
He's
to
on the computer all day,
enjoy
so
it.
he's just not into his hair. He's just
No, I'm not.
Can I ask you, Travis? Travis, can I ask you? Your mum's dad, your grandpa on your mum's
hell.
side,
Mhm.
did he have a full head of hair or not?
Did they have a full head of hair? Because
Because they say
I was wondering what Dad was giving me a weird look. He had to sneeze.
They
It's on
say
your,
that
it's on your
the
mother's
baldness.
side. It's not on your
Yes.
father's side. It's on your
That's what I
dad's
just
and your
said.
mother's side.
Yeah.
Hello. I just said that. I said
yeah. My dad
Mum-
had a pretty
Mum-
good. He had a little bald spot on top of his head, but he had most of his hair.
But
Yeah.
what about your mum's dad? I mean, was he bald? Was he?
My
was he
mother's
hairy?
dad. I don't know. I don't recall ever meeting him. I think he died long before I come along.
Right.
In my
So you can't
memories of
blame your
my
dad. In other words.
no,
Yeah.
no, and,
Can't
and
blame
let,
him.
let me get it clear. I think I've said this on the show 1,000 times. Like losing my hair is like the least of my worries. I worry more about my blood pressure and overall mental health before I'll worry about my hair. You know, my
Yeah,
hair is
as you
gonna come
should.
and go.
Vanity
So-
is just
And Dad's been able
you
to
know,
rock it for so many years. So
That's right.
fuck it. You know.
hats.
Look at Donald
Hey,
Trump's
Travis.
hair.
Good
Look at
call
Donald
it
Trump's hair, and that's president hair.
Travis,
That
all my
hair is
cousins
pretty
went
something.
bald
Or it's
with-
it's
all my
pretty.
cousins
mm,
went
it's
bald
unique.
when
That's
they
right. Mom
were
and I
in
got
their
the discussion on the
19
way
and
into
20.
town today about when I shaved this beard off. I ain't seen my
Don't,
chin in
John.
over 4 years.
Don't
Over-
shave it off, mate.
You know, Dave, actually, I don't want to. But,
It's
I
your-
will.
it's-
But I
an
will.
image.
Shave it,
Because
make
that's
it
the
a
deal.
goatee. There you
It's
go.
there until we get his ass out.
Yeah.
You know.
Just shape it. Just shape it up a bit, you know. But
I just said.
I don't
rock
know
the
what I'll
goatee
do with
for a
my
while,
freaking
dude.
hands once I, this has become a thing.
that
It's
would
just,
be look good
you know,
if it was
just
braid.
always
If you could
tugging on
braid
it,
that,
playing with it.
yeah.
Right
If
over
you
the
could braid
face.
it or turn it into a
I
plait.
can make it into scissors. There's a lot.
Hey,
do.
you can make them into a couple of horns.
I can split it right down the middle and pull them apart from each other. And as I'm talking, they'll sit there and go like this back and.
I do wish I could grow it out like that. It just doesn't work for me yet. So I'm awaiting.
But my wife today said, "No, I'm looking forward to seeing your chin again." I said, "Well, what are you gonna do when I shave it off?" And then you go, "Oh shit, that's ugly. I can't glue it back on." You know, you're gonna be stuck with ugly for another year at least until I get the shit out again.
Hey, you could cut it off at the chin, bind it at the end so it becomes all one piece and tassely. Get Rose do some artwork on it with some
Yeah.
dyes and tie dye it, and you could auction off for charity.
It's getting, y'all
I'm
don't
pretty
see
sure
the
we're
other
dyeing
little-
it blue though for
Yeah, we're
for
dyeing
sure
it blue.
before
See,
it
it's-
goes.
John,
it's still.
John, just make the one of the biggest, longest ass mustaches. you
It's
ever
down
had.
there below the
Yeah.
end of the T. I'm feeling a hair. My hand is down there by the bottom of the T in vote, and that's actually probably where it is because I can grab several hairs down there, but they're thin down at the.
I have a friend who can
I
make it
just look
completely
at him and
rainbow.
find that one and go, "That's when you got elected, you son of a bitch."
John, I got a great idea for your beard if you decide to trim it.
What?
From our, you know what? I love rock and roll. I love the blues, and I'm a big David Bowie fan. I loved him ever since, forever. And Suffragette City was a great album. And David Bowie, no matter what his sexual preference was or whatever he did, he was a great guy that
Yeah.
made millions
It's
of
about the
dollars.
music, baby.
And he had a good video come out that I posted on my Facebook page about him talking about the internet. People don't make $260 million by being stupid,
Nope.
like Eric Clapton. They are smart, like Jeff Beck. They're musicians or whatever. They're smart. Bill Gates.
And
they're
one
smart.
in one sense or another, they are pretty smart, or they wouldn't
They-
make all that money.
They're-
Or
they're
just
above us.
basically talented and lucky. Yeah.
Right. So they're above us. So David Bowie, there's an album cover for Aladdin Sane. And if you look at David Bowie's hair, whether he's punk rock in the 70s or 80s, David Bowie always did good music. And I'm a
Right.
blues guy, but David Bowie, always respect him. That's where you need to just look at the Aladdin Sane album
Right.
and look at David Bowie's hair. That's your beard.
I'll
And
try
if
to
you
bring
do
that
that, it's
up
got-
here in a little bit to see because unfortunately I can't bring anything up during the live show, but I'll try to bring that up so he can see it.
Yeah,
Saying is
you'll
the
have to-
color of David Bowie's hair on the cover of the Aladdin Sane album is your beard. So you can trim it to that and put those colors in for Aladdin Sane album. And I go, there it is.
There it is.
Republican Party, a little bit of red, white, and blue. Boom, there it is. And we'll all accept it. Baby.
It has over 4 years, of growing this thing. And in the beginning, really, it wasn't. I didn't even notice the beard. It was like I just wasn't shaving. I just didn't give a shit much about shaving. I got other shit to be pissed off about. If you don't like my fucking beard, sorry.
Do your thing.
And then it became a thing. Then it became.
You get out in the wind.
I
and
can
it
remember
blows
when the
one way and
first
you're
time
like,
I actually looked down and thought, "Hey, I can see it." Yeah, now I can see it. I can see it real good. It's hanging down there on my. Yeah, like I said, the only really bad thing about the beard is when you wake up in the middle of the night and it's all up in your face and you're trying to pull it out so you can find a place to breathe. How did that get all up in there?
It's like having a tomcat sleeping on your face.
It gets a little wild sometimes.
Yeah,
Anyway,
See, John, about my beard, basically, let's see, it's about maybe 3 inches by now, and that's just basically.
look at there.
you know,
I can hide
trimming
my
it, but
ding dong
shaping
in
it.
there. I can hide my freaking ding dong in there. See that?
You what?
I'm hiding my ding dong in my beard. I'm holding it right there on my. I can hold that whole freaking thing in my beard and it'll just disappear.
Oh boy, let
That's
the
right,
internet run with
leave
that
it my
one.
ding-a-ling along. I'm playing my ding-a-ling. Michael James, the man with the green thumb, donated $2 through Super Chat. Michael James, thank you very much. Ben Stroud came along and donated $5 and said, if Biden wins, I'm dyeing my hair blue until 1/20/2021. I'm in this with you, John. Fuck Trump. I'm telling you, I don't want to grow 4 more years of this shit. We can't have that. And Diana Mallory, bequeather of the gong, donated $5 and said, charity auction. I want to start the bidding at 2 for blue beard. At 2 for blue beard. Fuck Trump. There you go. You auction it off. No.
Hey, John,
it
just imagine if it
worth
was
It'll
4
work.
years.
It
It'd
ain't-
be down to
it
about
ain't worth
your.
nothing.
It would be down to about your belt buckle.
It's, yeah.
I
Boy,
hope it doesn't have to. I mean, for the.
I don't know. I'm
I
just
don't
trying
want
to
him-
get to the point. It's easy top, you know. Let me go, get, you know,
Hey,
take
you're so
There you
scared.
go.
Joe up with the boys and
Now,
say, I'm here
can
to
I-
play, baby. Let's go.
Can I get back on a bit of a different track here?
Let's go. Let's go, Dave.
Let's go. Okay, SCOTUS.
Yes, the
This
Supreme Court of the
fucking-
United States.
This so sad that you worry about who's going to be chosen because what it means is that person that gets chosen basically is a person that can be influenced, which means that they're not really right for SCOTUS because they can be influenced. It's sort of like
this-
in a circle. I mean, it's not healthy to have SCOTUS's judges that are appointed by presidents that can favour those presidents, but that makes that SCOTUS judge corrupt, basically,
You know,
in simple
it used
words.
to be. It
It
used
should
to
be
be a
the
thing.
people that
It
pick
used
them.
to be that we had a government built upon integrity and love of country that we've never had that problem before. I swear, since Reagan came along, a lot of things have changed, and it became more and more, and as climaxed at this point, as to what we were talking about yesterday. It's not. It's a battle between principle and power. For us, we like to think on our side, the Blue Dot family on the Democratic side, we like to think that we are more society-based. We want to help our society. We want to lift each other up. We want to help those that need the help, and give a hand up to those that can rise farther. The Republicans, I swear, ever since Reagan and it came in that greed was good, that money is all about it, that's where they went. And to me, the Republican Party lost its soul along the way, little by little. But this man has come by and just crushed everything
it
that
in the
was
ground.
left of the Republican
Oh,
Party.
yeah.
And
Ran the train right into
it is.
the tunnel.
So
Well, he's a known rapist. He's been proven as a rapist, but just
he's a
hasn't faced a
lying-ass
judge for
con
it.
man, coward,
So,
draft dodger.
He's raping the
pussy
country
grabbing,
like he's MO.
Thinks he could hit on women. You know, if you're a star, they let you do anything. You know,
Grab my
grab him by the pussy. That's who he is. He's shown us that
A dick.
long before he's a dick. He's a dick and he does dick things. Oh,
Yep.
excuse me, Velika. I didn't mean to be so rude. Hi, Velika.
Hello.
How are you,
Hi,
darling?
Velika.
I'm okay.
Good, good. Everything going good in
Good.
your world?
Sort of.
oh shit.
We got to work on better than sort of. We got to get
Shit.
some love to the one woman that comes in and gives everybody love in that room.
Hey John, I'm gonna get out of here and give Bellica some room. I'm gonna get out.
Oh, stay.
See,
gonna
Velika
get
don't
out.
want your ass to leave.
Yeah, sit on her lap.
No. I'm gonna get out, give Bellica some time. Woo Pig Suey play Georgia Saturday. Good luck for us and the Hogs. So
Woo
anyway,
pig,
I
buddy.
love-
Woo pig.
I love Dave. I love everybody. And you know what? For Bernadette, she's not in the room tonight. Fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. Just for Bernadette. Just for you, Bernadette. Put it in tonight so she's not in the room to be able to proclaim. So Randy Peterson
That's the first
up
one.
in Arkansas, my fellow squid, take care of yourself, brother.
I will. And you know what? Let Bellica speak tonight. I love you all. Good night.
All right. Good night.
Good night, mate.
Bye, Randy.
Randy,
Bye.
Randy's a good guy. He's one of them Black Shoe Navy guys. He went on the boats. Yep. I didn't do that. It takes a long time for them boats to get there. Hell, I could fly there a whole lot faster. Anyway, Bellica, did you get to see Trump visit the RB? Or,
No, I got a chance to see I got the chance to read the articles,
yeah.
and just as usual,
Yeah.
he was fine up until they said vote him out, and then he's like, okay, it's time to go.
Yeah, he left right after that. Well, I'm not going to let around and stand here and take this shit. I'm out of here. Yeah, he's not been wanted at anybody's funeral. Nobody wants him at their funeral. I wouldn't want him at
He
mine.
didn't hear booze.
And
Who
okay,
didn't
and
hear
to
booze?
make the point, okay, you go to a Trump rally, right? He doesn't wear a mask, but he's wearing a mask there, and there was hardly anybody around him
Yeah.
except for
Yeah.
one guard
Yeah, there
way
you
over
go.
there, and one other
He
guard
did
way
it just for the
hell over
looks.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Desperate
bullshit, I
men,
say.
desperate men do desperate
Yeah.
things.
But that's good. That's good. I mean, if it takes him beating him in the head with a hammer 50 times, telling him about a mask, and he finally gets it to his head, well, at least he gets it. So, yeah, I hope he wears it more. I hope his freaking supporters start fucking wearing them. You get in a big
I
old
actually
crowd.
hope that he would make a whole face mask and just wear it over in the entire face.
You know, all he had to do, was to act like a human, to be up front with the American people. And
Him act like a human? That's impossible. He's not
No.
even a human himself.
No, he's
Yeah,
not.
he's half
He's
taboo.
incapable of it. He is incapable of empathy. He's incapable of morals, of any kind of integrity. He's going to do whatever it takes to win, because he does not want to be the loser that he knows he is. Putin knows he's a loser. That kills him. That kills him that he has to grovel in front of Putin. But that's what he has to do, or Putin will jerk the freaking rug out from under it, and I'm waiting for it.
Yep.
When it becomes more beneficial to Putin to destroy Donnie, I'm sure he can do it. My worry is that he's going to sell us out to Russia before we get the chance to throw his ass out. And he keeps saying Russia. Yeah, it's been Russia because that's been the deal all along, ever since the first people
funny
you
thing
invited
is, like
into
I said it
the Oval
before,
Office.
when you were messing with the foreign country, that was a no. But he just does it right in
I
front of
despised
everybody.
him this whole time, but when he stood up in Helsinki, oh no,
Yep.
fuck you, fuck Trump.
Yeah, that was
You're
the
a
end of it.
traitor. You're a coward. You grovel at the feet of Putin. Are you shitting me? You're not an American
that-
president.
Well,
We
he
all
and,
we all expected that though. We all expected when he was
useful
going to be
fool.
standing there with Putin.
But
We did not expect him to bag Putin at all. We
my
knew he was
biggest
going to
thing
coward.
was-
Yep.
my
Yep.
biggest thing was when he said Wikipedia. If you're Russia, Wikipedia show
Yeah.
us those emails.
Yeah, if you're listening, find the 30,000 emails. Yeah.
Yeah.
And nothing is above him. I mean, below his nothing.
What about
It's
the
too
pressure
low
on
for him to
Mr.
do.
Comey? The pressure he put on Comey to announce
I-
2 days before the election, we're
We don't-
reopening Hillary's
Yeah,
investigation.
we don't have Showtime, but Mama saw the trailer for the Comey Rule, which I gotta say, the trailer looked real good.
Looks pretty good.
I don't know if it because it looked like it's going to be a really good movie, or I really like the way they portray Donnie, the guy that just looks like a gangster, looks like a disgusting slob, and that's exactly what I think he is. So whoever played Donnie in that movie, bravos! I think he hit the nail on the head. But yeah, it appears to be it is Comey's story of what he believes happened, what he wants people to know happened.
Is that the one with Jeff Daniels?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Jeff Daniels plays.
Yeah, I watched.
And I like Jeff Daniels. He's an
Jeff
excellent
Daniels.
actor. I like to watch him in
That was-
Newsroom when he had that show. He was an excellent.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He's come a long way from Dumber and Dumber, hasn't he?
hadn't he? I mean, creativity, baby. It springs.
Yeah,
Sometimes
but
it
then he
just
went
busts
back.
forth. Look at me. It took me 67 years to find out, hey, I could run my mouth. Anyway, Gary Spring donated 2 Canadian Beaver bucks. We appreciate it tremendously, and says, John, ZZ, we can't we call you Stand Up for ZZ Top. There you go, baby. I got legs. No, that's She's Got Legs. That's not my favorite one anyway. My favorite one is LaGrange. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
I think there's, you know what, if everyone's had to sit down and write their favorite song down after an hour of thought, I think we'd all come up with still 10 or 12 we couldn't break down to one, because there's so many greats out there we grew up with.
There's a lot of them I could sing. I just don't know who was singing it. You know, my favorite song, somebody, who sang that? Fuck if I know. I don't know. I was listening to the song. I didn't pay attention to who was singing it. Shit, I just liked the song. Ain't that something? Old Bat, 2 cats, and I guarantee you, she's not an old bat. And how can anybody just have 2 cats? That's you can't do that. You got to get another cat. Donated $15 and said, "Fuck Trump." Outstanding. Old Bat, 2 cats. We appreciate that tremendously. We appreciate all those that donate to the show. It is what keeps the lights on. It is what keeps us able to do the show, and we appreciate it tremendously, baby. But it's never required. Not a requirement, but graciously drink that. Woo, beer, drink, hell, razor. What? I think Brian Shines to tell me that tomorrow is indeed Beer and Bud Friday. So as we end the show, keep that in mind. Put the beer on the ice, put the bud in the bowl, and all that shit. But don't line it. I gotta wait till tomorrow. Or Cavendish, whatever you're so inclined to put into your bowl in your state, or your locale. Anyway, we got a weekend coming up, and more or less, if they don't blow up the world by tomorrow, maybe we'll make through it. But anyway, Dave, I want to thank you again for being here, my friend, all the way from down under. We always appreciate it. Your international voice here, brother. You got a following in here.
Thank you for having me, and good luck, America. I'll be back.
Good luck, America, indeed. Thank you, Dave. And TW.
Yeah.
Our singing cowboy. Thank you, brother, for being here. Thank you for using your voice.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for letting me at the table tonight.
You betcha. And our dear, sweet Bellica.
Yes, dear.
Hugs, baby.
I'm just in here listening to you.
I know it, but we're going to have to go a little overtime. I don't know
I'm
what.
not going to tell you. They have already told me not to say anything until a little bit later. So I'm going to give you at least a half an hour.
Bellica,
okay?
bless her heart. Mama loves Bellica because Bellica is the one that reminds me, John, you got a wife. You got to go see her occasionally. So anyway, we love her for it, and thank you for that. And before we leave out, look at that. Gary Spring all the way up in Canada sent down one more beaver buck. Buddy, we appreciate it. Gary, thank you very much. We do enjoy and appreciate our international family. This family grows all the time, and it all ends up in that chat. So I thank you for that, for giving us the most important thing that you have, and that is your precious time to share with us. And thank you for being the family that you are, and for reaching out to each other the way you do. And we only got, 41
days.
41 more freaking days. Don't worry, we can do it standing on our head. Shit. Tired of this shit. Let's get this over
least
shit.
If you stand on your head, you'll look like Cousin It.
If I had to do it standing on my hood, we would. Every one of us would. If it got his ass out, pass the pillow, baby. Let's get the knees up in the air, all that shit. Hell yes, I'll do it standing on my head.
Can I say one thing, John, quickly?
What's that, Dave?
Can I say one thing?
Sure.
To Americans who are going to vote for the first time that maybe don't vote normally, and when you go out to vote, do not be intimidated by people with red caps. Do not be intimidated.
As a matter of fact, be emboldened by it.
Just vote anyway.
Be
Go in and
emboldened.
do your civic duty.
I do. When I'm around a Trumper, and believe me, I know who they are. They read my T-shirts. I can read your body language real easy. I puff my chest out a little bit more. I stand a little prouder because I am proud of where I am on this debate. I am proud of what side of the fence I'm on. And I don't let them intimidate me for shit, baby. If anything, vote, get the orange stain out, whatever it takes to let them know that I'm proud of that I'm going to vote for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. And I'm going to vote blue all down ticket. MJ Hager can't get into the Senate fast enough. Dump John Cornhole out. I want change in my state. I want change in my country. But more than anything else, I want change in our society. And that takes all 50 freaking states, and we need to get Puerto Rico in there and make it 51, and hell, Washington, D.C. too. Anyway, thank you all for being here, and we'll have another Blue Dot family meeting. Woo, shit, slow down. On Sunday night, so please come by and join us for that. I'll be here for my rant for Beer and Bud Friday. I've already got shit working up in my head that I'm going to scream about. So anyway, y'all take it easy. Put a smile on somebody else's face. Keep the light in your heart glowing, baby. It's we're going to make it through this just like we've made it through everything. Anyway, y'all say good night.
Good night.
Good night, folks. We love you, and take care of yourself. Wash your hands. Stay away from nasty-ass people and stuff like that. And we'll see you again here on Sunday night. Take it easy now. Bye-bye.